Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. We are on old streams tonight. I always forget to play by myself. Oh, that is awesome, Violet. What the heck? Okay, I just wanted a regular glass.
You have to press the button to open it.
I have to press the button?
This one.
Violet got me an ice water because she's such a good girl. You're a good girl, Goosey. I love you, Goosey. Mwah, mwah, mwah. They just got home today from their mom's house, so it's nice to have them back. I have no idea where I left the Dutzfar. Or Deutzfar, sorry. It's been a habit as a non-farmer to call it a Dutzfar forever, but it's Deutz, I know. Oh well. We are getting closer to our gold grab. I'm hoping today, in this episode, to get the fields cultivated and seeded. And then we will be ready to move on to the next portion where we will do the gold hunt. I found some cool mods. I have some ideas of what I want to buy. But I don't know for sure yet what we're going to buy. For sure. For sure, dude. Definitely sheep, though. We're going to be doing sheep. So we're going to be buying some sheep. Still trying to figure out some of the grass things. We are doing grass bales on our Sosnovka series. Like the micro bales. I don't know that I'm going to do micro bales on this map, but I might do large bales. Or collection wagon, we'll see. It's just, the collection wagon makes it easier, but in real life, like Kyle pointed out, you would not leave grass sitting in a collection wagon. It'll turn to silage, and it'll also ruin the collection wagon. So if we want to be a little more realistic about it, we do just want to do bales. I mean, that's the most realistic way to do it. So anyway. But we have a whole bunch of new coon products to try out on our farm. So we might look into some of that for what we're doing. I might actually go with that 4-meter setup. My tractor should be big enough. You know, we could do a horsepower upgrade too to this, or I might buy a one-step up. I got a couple Deutz-Fahr tractors to look at. Obviously, we have the one that is the secondary default 8 series or 7 series Deutz. But then we also have, I found a mod 5110V Deutz tractor, and that would be, you know, good for. I might get it with the fertilizer wheels, so we can use that as our fertilizer rig. And I do want to switch over to the new Kuhn. I have a sprayer right now that is. It's the smaller sprayer. I want to get a larger sprayer. Eventually, I would like to get the New Holland sprayer because that thing's awesome. But I'm thinking of switching out the Amazon because we've used the Amazon for, like 7 years now in the game? Since Farming Simulator, well, definitely since 15. But I'd like to get the Kuhn. The Kuhn one's a little bit larger. And we're going to need one layer. Why am I smelling perfume, guys? What are you doing? What do you do?
John accidentally dumped baby powder on the floor.
All right, go clean it up.
No, we are. They're pounding on the floor to get it out of the carpet.
They're what?
Pounding on the floor to get it out.
No, just go get the shop vac. Tell Ryan what happened and get him up. Oh my gosh. You guys have been home for 10 minutes. Are you serious?
John pulled this all over the floor.
Okay, I'll be right back, folks. I have a mess I have to clean up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a culprit. I found the powder dumper. You can't really see it too well in this picture. I don't know. You can see it kind of on his cheek right here, but John. Home for 5 minutes, and this is what he does. You can see it all over his sleeve. Mm-hmm. We caught you, buddy. We know what you're doing. What do you think? What a goofy kid. Actually, it wasn't too bad of a mess. Hang on. Back to the farm sim. All right, enough of that. John. Oh, my gosh. Oop. Yeah. It's not a huge... Oh, no, I got past it. Somebody called Mater sprinkled baby powder. Oh, kid. If he wasn't so cute, I'd be mad. Actually, I probably wouldn't be mad. Seth, are you sure we have to go to the middles tonight? I don't want to go. All right, Lily. Yeah, I know. I'll just study at the middles. I'll take my laptop and study. And I'm going to have a... They're having a class that I started going to, but I didn't... It was okay. I mean, I didn't... It's a good class. I'll have to take it some other time. I have to study for my drone cert. I got to get that thing done. What is this, Ryan? You're going to wear your camo pants to...
I don't have anything else to wear. It's terrible.
What time are you leaving? Soon here? Oh, you're not going to make porco chops? Yeah, me too.
I don't have time.
Well, maybe you can make them when you get home tonight, because I'm sure the kids will want to eat. You're awesome, dude. Ryan dropped his Xbox 360 controller, and or the Xbox One. I'm sorry, brand new Xbox One. He's only had it for about a week, and it slipped. It slipped out of. It slipped out of his hand. Yeah, it's made out of glass. He won a race and set it down to wipe his hands off because his hands were sweating. And it slipped and fell on the ground like 3 feet. Like you were sitting, right, Ryan? Oh no, you stood up. Okay. So it fell about 3.5 feet to the ground and shattered into a million pieces. The buttons broke off and it cracked in half. And it's like, wow. I remember the old Xbox. I still have some old Xbox 360 controllers. Now the downside is, yeah, we have original Xbox controllers. The bumpers go bad, but
One of them doesn't work.
they hold up to drops and stuff. I mean,
It's just the cord on the one.
like those. I think the youngest one we have is like 6 years old. I mean, they're
It's just the cord that's broken on it.
well, which one?
The
Well, that's also like 15 years old. So
I threw the other one.
anyway, Ryan's pretty bummed out.
Well, like $35 to get a brand new one. A cord. A nice little cord.
Well, yeah, but what are you going to do about your Xbox One?
You just can't play on it until you know.
Oh crap! Today was Thursday, wasn't it?
Did you? Were you gone, Mark? Did you just get back? Where were you? No, but you got home earlier, didn't you?
Not very much. earlier.
Can you make some tea, buddy?
I'm napping. You always ask me to make tea when I'm about to take a nap.
Well, you're always about to take a nap.
Because I'm tired.
Well, you're always tired.
That's my baby powder.
Come on, buddy. Why is it what?
Smell like baby
John over here.
Because John dumped baby powder all over his bedroom. Can you please make tea, Mark, before you take a nap? And then you can take a nap. Mom's over at Linda's anyway, so you can't go over there.
I'm not going over there right now. I want to take a nap, but I want to make tea. Make tea when you watch Soul Eater.
But I have to leave to take Seth to the middle.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Come on, Mark.
Wait, how am I supposed to go over there then?
You failed me for the last time. I don't know how long she's staying. Hopefully she'll leave soon.
Yeah, but Ryan's leaving for class. And you're leaving.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not gonna be here?
Go make me the 3 pointers,
Go
please.
to the O'Connell's, but now I guess I'm not.
I'm not kidding. Go do it.
Oh, wrong one.
I guess I'll go later.
Seth, go.
Yeah, look.
Or you could take Seth to
Andy
class.
Garrick looks like
You're not playing my
looks
Wii.
like Mrs.
Ah, it's crazy in here. Could you guys go yell in another room?
Andy Garrick looks like Mr. Baxter.
Go make me some sandwiches.
Mrs. Baxter.
Isn't she?
She's pretty. She always was pretty.
Bull crap.
Really?
Bull
I always
crap.
thought she was really hideous.
Bull crap.
What?
You weren't cleaning until I asked you to do something for me. And then you're like, oh, I'm cleaning. Go make me the sandwiches, please. I need to eat something.
Let's see here.
You know what? If I make food tonight, you're not having.
Well, it looks like you were wrong.
You're not eating it. Yeah, make sure he doesn't eat it.
She's hideous. What? What's going on?
Mark.
Listen, I'm trying to record. Why do you guys have to be in here yelling? Can't you go yell in the other room?
Why? Because I freaking asked him to make me some food real fast so I can get going.
I'm losing my
You know what
voice.
to do when you're ready.
Three peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, I think like 2 minutes.
Peanut butter and jelly, PBJ. I'm running over the neighbor's crop. I have to cut this short here. Eventually to be my crop.
Just do a lot of it. So simple.
Now, the nice thing is I did get the mod. Kyle last night got me the mod that makes me be able to speed up time like 12,000 times. Or not Kyle, Jared. You'll see us use it on the Sosnovka episode, maybe before you see this one. I don't know for sure. Ooh, I don't know. This is going to have a hard time pulling that coon setup. Look how hard we're having getting up this hill. So I definitely, probably, most likely, absolutely, but maybe, am going to buy the next size up Dutzva. I mean, we're going to keep this guy too, but that'll probably be the biggest tractor that we have because this map is really not huge. You don't need. It won't even really be able to fit too well if you get a larger one than that one. This one's kind of pushing the limits, though. With the other one, I won't get the giant tires. I'll get like wheel weights or something.
I'm not kidding. Seth. Go make that.
He's not kidding. Now, I messed around a little bit with the garage. Somebody was like, hey, you have a garage on this map. And they're correct. But the downside is, even though you have a built-in garage, it doesn't give you any discount on the building. It's just like doing it up at the shop. So you have to pay $1,000 for every change that you make. So I need to get... we will eventually buy one of those little shops so that we can make changes to the tractors. But until then... Because, you know, I want to be able to, like on the 110 that I'm going to buy, I want to be able to... oh, look at the spinning. Come on, baby. I want to be able to switch the tires from, like, regular tires to crop tires. And as of right now, I won't be able to do that. So we've only got one more field to do after this, and then we'll have to do our seeding. And I don't think we're going to really sell any equipment. Like I said, I might want to get a larger harvester. But already, like this field, I mean, look at the access that we have to it. It's so tiny that it may not be a great idea. We might just get maybe a second harvester at some point to kind of like get two harvesters, one with a worker. Though these fields are so small, the workers are going to get stuck. I mean, you kind of have to hand do these fields. So maybe we'll just stick with what we got on that end. Yes. What? What? Oh my gosh! Whose good idea was this to record with the kids home? What?
Why does I have to help Seth and John?
Why does Violet have to help Seth and John?
Yeah.
Because she made part of the mess.
No, she didn't. She only put laundry in there.
Yeah, but that's like the whole mess is laundry, Evelyn.
Yes.
Go clean.
Most of it is
I'm not here to argue about it. I'm just telling you what needs to happen.
No, I'm not. I'm done cleaning. I already cleaned
Oh,
up
good.
my stuff.
Give me 5. Is it clean downstairs and the dishes are done?
Seth did dishes.
All the big dishes are done and like the kitchen cleaned up? There's no crumbs on the surfaces and stuff like that? Why don't you go look and make sure before you tell me yes?
It's Seth's
Go
job.
look.
Seth's doing the dishes.
Seth's doing the dishes? Well, good for Seth. Good for him. I still haven't completely decided what I'm going to do with the grass fields. Part of me wants to plant them with other stuff. Like this field here would be a good... We'd chop those trees down and expand this field over to that section and make it just one big, huge field. That may be where we're going to go with this. I have to think about how to handle that. Because I want... I'd like to be able to... but some of the where am I going with this? Some of the fields we need to keep grass because if we're going to have a lot of sheep and we're going to have eventually probably have cows too, I would imagine. We need to keep some grass for those to be able to make hay and straw. They have changed some things in the game as we found out during my coon review. You now have to. You can no longer feed the cows grass bales in the mixing wagon. You have to give them. They have to be fed actual hay bales. You can feed them. You still have to feed them grass, which you can. How do I put this so that it makes sense? Okay. The cows in their diet, they now need grass, which you will provide using a loading wagon and or grass bales. However, when you're making TMR, the total mixed ration, the cows will no longer accept grass bales in the TMR mixer. So you're going to have a silage bale, a hay bale, and a straw bale. Which means you're going to have to use the tedder, which makes it, when the game first came out, your room's all clean, John? Give me 5. When this game first came out in, for the last 2 months or 3 months or so, you did not have to TED ever. Like there was no purpose for the tedders. But now you're going to have to TED if you want to feed your cows TMR, which you do want to because it gets them up to 100%. So anyway, I just thought I'd pass that information on. So now you do need to make hay. So you're going to have to buy a tedder for your cow farm. No big deal. They're only a couple $1,000 for the small one, but it's going to take you a little more time. And you have to decide how much of the grass you want to leave raw and how much you want to TED. So I want to play this right now, Mater. I really don't like Starbound, honey. Poor John. You can play it. It's not good enough. He wants Dad to play. I'm a bad dad. John, you are so cute.
So you joined Seth's mode, I joined Ryan's mode, and then
I actually think that I own Starbound. I don't think I need to join anyone else's game. I think I bought it. I'm pretty sure I bought Starbound. Back when it was like pre-alpha or beta or whatever. Turn your volume way down, John. Oh, hold on a second, folks. What? Like, he can't figure that out on his own. I told Ryan to take whichever car has more gas in it, and he's like, well, both cars have the same amount. I'm like, okay, then pick a car. Why you got to tell me? He wants the blue car is really what's happening here. Which, wouldn't you? Because that's the fun car to drive. I love that car. I'm really... The more I drive it, the more I love it. Like, it really sucks to the road. It's got pretty good handling characteristics, and... you know, Toyota's funny because it's not a very sport. You know, it's not super. It's sporty looking, and it handles well, but it doesn't really have much horsepower. They're funny because they make a lot of cars. Like they've always made cars like the Celica, where they look nice, but they don't have any guts. And this car is no exception. It's like follows that same rule. It looks really cool, but it's really not fast at all. But they have but then once in a while, they bring something out like the MR2, like the 90s, like late or early 90s model, where they just can be totally jam-packed with horsepower. I had a friend that had a MR2 that he had done a lot of work on, like replaced exhaust systems, replaced, you know, like turbocharged it or supercharged or something like that. He had that thing putting out 500 horsepower. And if you guys have seen an MR2, I mean, it's like a postage stamp. I mean, to have 500 horsepower in a car like that is insane. And I used to watch him. We would drive home from work, and he'd always pass me every night. And we'd start at the same speed. I was in my Chevy Cavalier, and he'd be like, want to race? I'm like, all right, you know, he'd give me the signal, you know, and I'd be like, all right. So I'd floor it, and I mean, like literally, he would be out of my sight within like 5 or 6 seconds. I mean, the car was just like gone. So anyway, but once in a while they make, you know, there was the Supra, the Corvette Killer. I think those were like early or mid 90s that had the whale tail. Most of their Supras were crappy, but they had one that was like just an amazing car, and it's just funny how they do that. Like I wish they would have like a sport car that they just always sold that was an amazing car. But even on their, like they have that whole FRZ, BRZ. I think they call it an 86 now, like the Toyota 86. And it doesn't have the same amount of horsepower that the other variants have. And I'm like, why don't you? I think they tend to go more for reliability over performance. So that may be why you see like the Toyota version always has less horsepower. They prefer to give you less horsepower but have the car be more reliable. I don't know. But it's, you know, those are pretty cool cars. The FRZs and the BRZs and the 86 and stuff. They're pretty nice looking cars. But in general, Toyota just doesn't make like a hot sports car. And I guess now that I think about it, Honda's kind of the same way. I mean, they're mostly sedans and stuff like that. They don't really have like the S2000, I guess, but that car's not always available. So it's like, I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, when Toyota and Honda make sports cars, they make really good ones. The NSX was kind of groundbreaking in many of its designs. It wasn't super fast, but, well, it was fast. It just wasn't super powerful. But it won a lot of races even so because it just handled so well and the driver could see better. It had that, like, it was the first sports car to really have, like, an open cockpit where you had, like, a good 360 view around you and stuff like that. Like, they really just, they did things very differently than most sport cars do. The original NSX was awesome. That was an awesome car. Anyway. Mark and Ryan love the RX-7. I'm not a huge fan. Any car that blows itself up after 100,000 miles just does not qualify as a good car in my book. But I know Mazda, you know, it's funny because Mazda, how do I say this? They are extremely good at making underdogs. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Grand Tour at all. If you're a man, You probably do. If you're a woman, you probably don't, just because it can be pretty offensive. But you know, they had that knockout where they had this. You know, they had an Alfa Romeo, if I'm remembering correctly. There was an Alfa Romeo there, like with like 400 horsepower. It was ridiculous. And then they had like some kind of Lotus. I think it was a Lotus. I'm trying to remember what you know, just like a really expensive, like $70,000, you know, sport coupe convertible. You know, these are all convertibles. So it was like the Alfa Romeo convertible versus the Lotus convertible versus this, you know, the short dude shows up with the Mazda Miata, and he won. He won the races. It's not as fast in 0 to 60 or anything, but the car just handles like a dream. And everybody that reviews the Mazda Miata say that like they're the best handling roadster out there. They just suck to the road. They're really well designed. And I've heard the same thing about the Mazda 3 for the hot hatch department. People are saying that and I think it's a horrible looking car. The Mazda 3 is like one of the ugliest hatchback cars that I've seen in a long time. It's terrible looking. But people say that it handles so well. Like, it's just super well balanced compared to all the competitors out there. The car just sucks to the road, and it's a real performer. So a lot of people just love drive. Like, it's a great car to drive. I don't know if I could buy one. It's so ugly looking. I'm just like, ugh, like there's nothing that attracts me to that car. But supposedly it's out of, and also supposedly it's the fastest too. Like, it's got the best horsepower rating. Like, it's on par with a Volkswagen GTI or whatever. Everybody uses Volkswagen as the standard for hot hatches because they were the ones that kind of invented it with the Golf GTI. I remember the VR6 when I was in college. That was a pretty sweet car. I wanted one. You know, I'd still get a Volkswagen. I know people are very against them right now because of all the, you know, honestly, or not honestly, I guess. The problem was, you know, obviously they lied about their mileage. And I think they also had maybe like one car that had some engine problems. But they're pretty cool cars. I mean, they still, though I will say this, my friend Todd has one. He's got I think it's a Touareg. And it's like an SUV crossover type thing. And he's already had it. Now it's under warranty. I think it has a 100,000 mile drivetrain warranty. He, at 70,000 miles, had to have the entire drivetrain replaced, except for the motor. But it was like a $15,000 or $18,000 repair job. And he's like, I'm glad it broke now, because... So for me, I almost feel like I would rather just lease cars at this point. I don't know. It's like you don't have to worry about maintenance, though the miles thing sucks, but... I might just, I'm trying to think of what to do for my next, because in 2 years now I got to make up my mind. I know it's sometime, but I'm constantly thinking about what I want to do next, because I gotta have a game plan and have some money saved when it's time. I think I might just buy like a very used car, kind of like what Mark got, like a $5,000 or $6,000, you know, like a Kia or something that has like, you know, moderate, like 50 or 60,000 miles on it, and then which isn't that high miles, but you know. Usually the Kias don't hold their value, so they end up being a lot cheaper. Poor Kia. I love my Kia. But anyway, the older Kias, anyway, they don't have a ton of value. So I would probably end up buying one of those, and then I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, and then maybe leasing a second car. So I wouldn't have payments on the one car, or have very low payments on one car, and then maybe have like moderate payments on a lease, like get something fun to drive, you know, but lease it so that way I can change it out every 3 years. I can have a new car. Because I don't like to show up to clients in a beater car. You don't want to do that. You need to show up when you need to look impressive. That's not what I meant to say. Most impressive. You need to look professional is what I'm trying to say. You need to look nice when you show up to a client. You need to look impressive. It's so funny. Oh gosh, because you know Mark, my 19-year-old, he always dresses so nice. Like he's like Dapper Dan, man. The guy just he always looks like at his best. He wears, you know, like nice. I don't want to say a trench coat, but it's like that longer like pea coat style. Not pea coat, but it's like a trench coat, but it's a real dressy one. It's not like you see like hoodlums wearing, or thugs, with machine guns underneath it. He wears like a very, like, you know, like he dresses like almost like he could wear a fedora with it. You know what I mean? Like it's like a nice, dressy look, and everywhere he goes, like he always dresses nice. No matter sometimes he wears ties. You know, he's just always like dressing up. He likes to dress up. And so I went to Chick-fil-A to meet him for lunch the other day, and I was one of the waitresses. I was talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, your son works at Best Buy?" Like she's like, "I might know him because a lot of those guys come over here." And I'm like, "I'm sure you do." I said, "He's a real tall, skinny guy, about 19 years old." I said, he always looks, you know. She's like, "Does he dress really nice?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the guy." And she's like, "I totally know who you're talking about. Like he's always dressed up." So he's known by his well dress, and that makes me proud because I'm the opposite. I am just a wreck. I'm like, why do I always look? It doesn't matter how I dress. I just always look like I'm a wreck. It's kind of frustrating. It's because I am a wreck. Let's see. Where is my cleaner? Am I a wreck mater?
Dad, sometimes when you kill an enemy, blood comes out of it.
When I kill an enemy, the blood comes out of it? Maybe you shouldn't be playing that game. That sounds kind of violent for you.
It's not.
It's not violent?
Blood, it's fake blood.
It's fake blood. Okay, that makes it better. Oh my.
Did you see the blood?
I did not see the blood. I was watching my tractor get cleaned. I didn't see the blood. Now I did match buying arms. I did buy not buy. Micah gave me a link to arms that match this tractor. I now have those installed. So at some point in the next couple episodes, we'll get new arms for this tractor that actually match the color. And we're going to put this away. I think I had this parked right over here on the corner. So let's see. I need to get out of the tractor so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to put this down. Nope. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to shove it along and scrape it up. Will this go under? That's not going to work. I need to find a better place to put that. Oop.
Daddy, you have one of the humans Starbound you can't kill.
You can't kill any humans in Starbound? Well, that's good. Just alien creatures, huh?
Yeah.
Down with the aliens. Get him, Mater. Get him.
Don't worry, Dad. Some coming with these awesome weapons. That really are the best.
You got the best weapons?
Some gave me them.
It started giving you the best weapons? He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Mater has the best weapons. Where is the cedar? Okay, I see it. There it is. I left it by the seed. That would make sense, right? Too much sense, huh?
Get away.
All right, so let's get these fields seeded, and then we'll call it an episode, and it'll be time for the gold hunt. Once we're done with the gold hunt, we'll fertilize. I don't know that I have any fertilization equipment. Oh, this fertilizes while it sows. That's right. Oh, man. We're going to have to get more seed and stuff. Ugh. I want to pick these arms up and see if I can just feed the cedar right from here without having to move this stuff. This is not going to fill up all the way. We need it. We're going to have to run up to the shop and get more.
I know these things.
You remember those things? Well, while we're at the shop, we could... Yep. Yepers. Whoppity bam. Whoppity whoppity whoppity. So I don't really need a sprayer right now. I thought I could get a sprayer, but I don't need to buy one. So maybe we'll just hold off. Because we have this. But when we go to the other kind of seed, we will. So, yeah, I probably will. All right, so we're going to fill this up. It's not filling up. It sees it, but it won't fill up. Come on. Why won't this fill? For some reason, when you have a bunch of them together like that, they won't fill up. It's really weird. All right, we're just going to Nope. About to say a bad word. Boop. Okay, drop the cedar. There you go. There you go, Charlie. There you go, Charlie.
There's a ghost there.
Mater, do you need some whoppings? You're whining?
She's whining because I said she's not like on it at all. So now she's.
She
whining.
says I'm not as pretty
No, I
as
said you're
her.
not. As
No, you're
sweet as
prettier.
Violet.
Guess we both like
Well, try to be sweet if you can.
Well, downstairs.
What the frick? Why won't this thing fill up? Oh, there, it has to go over these. Uh-huh. What? Oh, why is this being weird?
Hey, freaking stupid eyes.
I know. This is like being stupid head.
Oh, I have to get down.
I don't,
They
So-
want-
something happened.
People that kill me.
Is that it? I mean, is it full?
Kill
That can't be
me
full.
And they're stronger than me.
They're stronger than you?
Yeah.
Sometimes people are.
Oh, I can defeat them.
You can defeat them.
Yeah, I can do something.
This is getting ridiculous. There's no way that that thing's full. I mean, does it hold only 7? It is full. No, it's not full. It's just being weird.
Oh, 5 big onions.
5 big onions.
Okay, good.
Good.
There's so many onions come one after me that were big, 2 enemies that were big, and 1 enemy that was tiny, and I killed all of them at once.
What? Is it because I have the seed thing up front? I'm very confused as to what this thing is doing right now. Oh, that used all of the... Great. No, it stopped. I'm like, why did it stop? Because it's full. Duh.
I'm going to do that.
So we need to... We're going to... I guess we could just leave this out like this. Because we're going to need to fill up again, and then that's going to disappear, and then we're going to get more from the shop. And I'm just going to leave it up at the shop. This is so tight in here, it'd almost be easier just to leave the pallets up at the shop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's drop this off right here.
That's, enemy can catch me because there's,
Yep. Do you have any weapons?
yeah, guns.
Yeah, he's got weapons. Do you have these guns? Look at those guns. The guns don't hurt you? Whoppins, whoppins, whoppins. I've got some whoppins for you. Alright, turn this guy on. Let's drop it. And off we go. Wait, I'm seating the wrong thing. Crap. Don't do it. Oh, it did it. I don't think we can overseed, so we'll have a little tiny patch of... turn it off. Come on, you doof pickle. Alright. Yep, that's the only thing I can harvest right now, so we're going to plant those, and then we'll get multiple headers, but... Part of me is tempted to turn this all into one big field. I mean, you could have a huge field back here if you combine all of these, but it's so convenient to have the grass right by where you're working, so I don't know. I gotta think about what I want to do here. This tractor don't turn so good. I don't know if the big wheels kind of hamper your movement. I don't think they make a difference, but they might. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to go to town and get this seeded. And then we can go play collecting gold. Yeehaw.
Don't ever some struggle every single people force that won't kill you.
You could just have... Isn't there like a creative mode or something in Starbound?
No.
No, there's just attack mode. Yeah.
Oh, they got me on it.
They got you again. Those jerks.
There's two, yeah, there's one frond,
They have a frond.
and they're both even trying.
Their fronds have weapons.
Only if I had a frond and still on it, I could kill them in one piece.
You can kill them in one piece.
I'm trying for my.
These games. Oh my gosh. All right. Power on, my friend.
Yep, I could kill. My pistol on this one.
Can you squish them with your weapons? Is that a weapon squish? I wonder if it'll burn through fertilizer faster. I think it will, because if I remember right, soybeans actually seed slower than the other ones. I don't know if they require less seed or something. It seems like the thing, depending on the crop that you pick, it ticks down faster. Like wheat takes a lot. I crashed into a nothing. Oh, 3 fields to go. 3.5, 3 3/4. Frenemies. What's going on, Cha? How you doing, kid? I love you. It's like, yeah, whatever, Dad. You cleaning? Yep. The door just shut. That means she's cleaning. She's like, wham! They're all mad at me because I made them clean when they got home. But they left a big mess when they left. They left food all over, and I'm just like, guys, you must clean the house. You cannot leave it as a mess like this. You must make better decisions. You must make better incisions. It doesn't matter what you want. You must clean. Whoppity bang. This is a hard field to do because this is so it has these, all these fields are tough because they've got these like tight little corners where you have to.
I'll be last.
This is one area where that 4-meter cedar, this map might work really well with that coon cedar. Though for these kind of crops, like for corn and stuff, you'd use the other one. But even this one, this is kind of clunky now that I've used the other one because this thing is limited. It's hard to back up with this because it's, you know, obviously it's a trailer. It's doable, but it takes longer. Like if I had the one that was attached directly to the tractor, I could just whip it out. I could just whop it out. Oh, John. John, are you my friend? See, and then you have to kind of work your way around because I can't really go back. I guess I could try to seed back, but it's going to leave a gap at the end, so I'm going to have to like back in and get that little, like zap that little area, and then, but whatever. It did. I was able to do it. Look at that. They left a little gap. We're going to go back this way because, see, now it's going to be off kilter if I start here. So we will be changing some equipment. Heh.
I knew the kid song.
John, are you having fun? Do you like Starbound, John?
Like enough.
You like it enough? This is going to suck because I'm going to have to angle it because of the tree. No straight lines. Right through the bushes.
So you thought there's a survival mode people don't kill you?
Yeah. I think what we need to do here is... Ah!
I know there's not.
You know there's not? Nee, 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 nee. Nee, 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 nee. Neener, neener, neener. Look at that, I missed a spot. I'll fix that up. And then we're going to go back over here. Yes, John. What?
Yes. Brian.
He's like, Dad. Dad. Yes. Oh my.
You know what is, so the snow is water, right? And strawberry, it shows you tells you how much water you have and then
He's going to town over there.
You die.
Oh, yeah?
Hot.
It hurts.
Hot.
And it hurts. In my heart to let it rain. Where you going, John? Where you going, boy? All right, so I'm gonna keep working on this because obviously this is gonna take longer than whatever.
Starbound.
John's playing Starbound. I'm running out of things to talk about. I'll be back. If I think of something, I'll jump in, but this is obviously gonna take a while. This sucks. I might switch. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Well, I still got all this product in here, so I can't sell this yet. I'm gonna run this out, and I'm gonna switch over to the Coon Seeder. So I'll pick you up then. See you in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video you just watched, you might also be interested in joining my Twitch TV channel. All you got to do is follow. If you do have a subscription, it would be great to subscribe because that way we actually get some monetary help. But following is just fine. I stream 2 to 3 times a week. The normal times we stream on Tuesday nights when Black Chicken and I go out tanking for 2X Tuesdays. And then also on Saturday mornings we do our multiplayer Farm Sim Goldcrest game. So both of those videos are going to be a pretty constant thing. And then also I just throw videos up whenever I play multiplayer truck sim with people or if I'm playing my rally game. But anyway, people have really been enjoying being part of those streams. So people come into the chat room and we have all kinds of good conversation going on. So make sure to be followed on my Twitch channel. It is www.twitch.tv/vblueguitar. And you can see up here, this is the spelling for the entire website. You spell vblueguitar, VBLUGUITAR, vblueguitar. The other thing that I want to tell you guys, make sure to be part of the Facebook. All you got to do is go into your search bar on Facebook and do Arthur's Gaming Channel, and then just apply, and we've let pretty much everybody in, so there's no like, oh, we don't want you to be part of the group. We let pretty much everybody in the group as long as it's not like an advertising or a company trying to sell their products. We love our viewers to be part of this. Kyle helps me out a lot with this. B-Dog helps me out a lot with this. We have almost 400 members already, and we've only been up for about 2 months. So this community is growing fast. This is a nice place for us to chat. I usually try to come in here every day and say hi to everybody. People are always posting cool videos that come up whenever new mods come out. People are here, and they're looking at the mods, and it's a good place to get links and stuff like that. So this is a great place to be. We would love to have you as part of our community. So once again, that is Arthur's Gaming Channel on Facebook. Hope to see you guys there. Have a great night. Thumbs up always help. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the fields and the battlefield and the roads and the sea and all the other places that we go with the simulator game.